everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Titans coming in at 7-5, going up against the Bengals, who come in at 4-8.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Tennessee Titans.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Gives to Henry. And some room to work. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate. And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles. No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct? No gain. On second down, here's Wentz. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And that is not a sight they want to see. Joe Mixon very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. So now it's 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's got his man on the crossing route. A nice gain of 21 yards. I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key. Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game. So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown? And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. First carry now. This is Hill. And past the 30 down to about the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
3 yards to go on second down. Now Wentz. A right side catch by Crabtree. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
That, quite simply, is Jeremy Hill. A very powerful, compact back.
He's always been that. Even back at LSU, that's where he honed that skill, right?
Love to run between the tackles and take the contact as well as dish it out.
First and goal from the 1 as they look to punch it in. Wentz going to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Kroft, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's done a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Owens. That catch good for 5. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. Throwing is Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard at the 47-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Mariota to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
On second down, here's Henry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. To throw Mariota. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And the slot man goes in motion left. They go play action here on first down. And he's got it complete to Fowler. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And the wideout in motion. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Short yardage unit out there. This is Fowler, the fullback. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They'll try to throw now. Mariota into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills? And it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And this is incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
So 2nd and 10 here. Play action. Now Wentz. Rolling, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jayon Brown in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. 20, and he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Mariota now on 2nd down. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jolston Fowler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They begin the drive with Hill, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Wentz to throw on second down. And he slings one that's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's third down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Let's see what they go to here on third down and 6. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Out come the Titans now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
But we just saw him run the football really effectively there with 3 tight ends in the game. And any defensive coordinator, when they see that set, if they can get more bodies out onto the field, not more than 11, of course, but bigger bodies to combat what they're going to do, because that's a run-heavy formation. Those guys are out there to block 9 times out of 10, and in this case, they did it really successfully.
Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Second down, Mariota. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down. Now Mariota. And that is incomplete.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Wentz now on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They run the counter now on first down. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. Mariota. And Matthews has it right side. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Mariota now. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they recover the fumble in plus position, but they can't go anywhere. In fact, they go backwards, but they do get a field goal out of it.
They'll take the 3, but in a lot of ways, they feel like they let themselves down by not capitalizing, and they definitely let the defense down for getting the key turnover.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Now Wentz. Caught left side, Garcon. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On first down, Hill. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard it?
There goes Jeremy Hill. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jeremy Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Adoree Jackson on the return. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. Here's Mariota. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The Titans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And then his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Wentz now on first down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. That'll bring up second down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
On second down, Hill. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. So we've reached half. And now due to apparent time constraints, We fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start this.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Again, it's Hill. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
The Bengals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Wentz to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the clouds dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Here's Jackson. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Mariota. Incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This is taken at the 18. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And a great spot to start this drive from here. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
From the gun, Mariota. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they're able to get this one past the 30, down to the 25. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. A first down throw for Mariota. And his throw here's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll go on the ground. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. He had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
First carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. First throw now for the backup Kaepernick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
All right, here we go. Boom, land it. No. Check, Patriot. No. Check, Patriot.
On the carry, it's Muhammad. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
They go again with Muhammad. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. The Titans on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Watch it now, Barney.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to go deep for Funchess. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
Let's go. What? None.
Here's Bernard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. The Bengals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Back now in Nashville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
A nickel set shown by the Titans on third down.
Thinking pass. Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Looking around the league from Raymond James Stadium, they're in the 3rd quarter in Tampa. And it's the Falcons that have just added to their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
2nd down following the run. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. They'll drop the throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4. run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's Muhammad. And some room to roam now. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The tight end, Henry, here in motion. They'll run with Muhammad, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Titans on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And now here's a carry heading left. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And it does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it, too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know the rule is first guy hold up the runner, everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Again, here's Bernard. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Getting late in the 4th now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to fight through 1 tackle. Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And the lead is down to 20. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Checking in on Houston. It's in the 4th quarter there. And the Browns, they've extended their lead in that ball game. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tennessee, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.